Hey everyone, so this is a Saks Fifth Avenue and Nordstrom haul. High-end brands, forget high-end, luxury brands have been coming out with really great stuff lately, and I jumped on the bandwagon. We'll start off with Nordstrom because I only have a couple items. If you had watched Andrew's vlog from Generation Beauty LA, I'll link it below. If you haven't, you would have seen these highlighters in there because we talked about them and we swatched them and we oohed and awed over them. They're from the Glowing Gardens collection. There's glowing pink, which looks like this, and a glowing nude, which looks like this. Let me put them next to each other. There we go. So this one's glowing pink and this one's glowing nude. They're both gorgeous. One's a little cooler, one's a little warmer. So pink is on the bottom and nude is on top. They're both stunning. It's that fantastic gelée formula. Anything that is with the gelée formula, I'm like, sign me up, give it to me, especially if it's a highlighter. So the rest of this haul is Saks Fifth Avenue. I would recommend signing up for their emails in general. They send you 10% off codes pretty often. And if you have a card, I have a card, they send you 20% off codes, a lot. And sometimes they exclude beauty and fragrance. Sometimes they are specific to beauty and fragrance. And sometimes in the mail, they send you things like 50 off 150, or maybe not 50 off 150, or 50 off a $200 purchase, which is not that hard to accumulate products to that amount because they are expensive. Anyway, I always use these opportunities to pick up things that are very expensive, i.e. Tom Ford. So Tom Ford at 20% off is excellent, and then you throw in some cash back, even better. So Tom Ford has released all of these cream color for eyes. I picked up burnished copper and platinum because platinum has come out twice. Both times it has sold out and I have not gotten it, and I'm like, ugh. Anyway, this is burnished copper. I feel like the containers are smaller this time around. So this I got with like a 10% off code. That's a swatch of burnished copper. It's like a khakied, like a blackened khaki, which is really pretty. People always compare the Tom Ford to the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Is that what they're called? The cream ones. I had bought a few, no, I bought two of the Charlotte Tilbury ones, and the colors are beautiful. I just find that they didn't layer well. Like I would put on a layer, look gorgeous. I tried to put another layer on, just wasn't happening. And the Tom Ford ones I think layer better. I know the Charlotte Tilbury ones are cheaper, but these just perform better. Also, I'm a Tom Ford hoe. Like I love Tom Ford makeup. Anyway, another item I picked up with the 10% off is this Love Your Lips set from YSL. And you get 3 full-size tinted oils, which is amazing. And the 3 in this kit happen to be the 3 that I don't have, or not the 3 I don't have. I don't aim to collect every color of anything, but okay, first of all, this box is insanely beautiful. So in this kit, I'm not gonna swatch these because they're gonna look really similar, but you get I Rose You, Cherry My Cherie, and Peach Me Love. I've been looking for Peach Me Love for forever. It's always sold out. I think I have Drive Me Copper and like the gold one. I think I have those two. I might have a third one. I don't know. I really like these. As far as tint lip, or like as far as oil lip products go, I showed you guys a Laura Geller one earlier, and those are good. I haven't tried the Sephora ones. I think Andrew said they're really good. And then these are just my favorite. I have the Clarins lip oil, and those are good too, but they don't really tint your lips. And so this one I'm excited for. I Rose You is like a light pink. I don't know how much I'll enjoy that. Maybe I will. Cherry My Cherie is something that Andrew loves, so we'll see if I love it also. And then Peach Me Love, like I said, is something I've been looking for forever. So I am so excited. So excited. I mean, think about this. These are how much a piece? Like 32 or 34 a piece. And then this whole set was like 60, what's it, 60 for the whole set, and then I had 10% off. And then I typically use my own R-Style links, so then I think I got another 10% off there. So that was amazing. Okay, so the rest of this is, I can't even remember, it's more of like a cumulative haul, but these were 20% off at Saks. This is the La Mer concealer. It is called the Radiant Concealer and has SPF 25, which is awesome. I got shade medium, which I was kind of weird about because I feel like when I typically get light. So this is what medium looks like. I don't want to like give my opinion on this concealer yet. I feel like especially for the under eyes, I always prefer liquid concealers, but this one, I think because it's winter, my skin tends to hate a lot of things. Today I am wearing the L'Oreal Lumi cushion, but most days, I want to say in the past 2 or 3 weeks, we have been doing temperatures under 20, sometimes negative something. So I really just moisturize the crap out of my face, and I put a little concealer under my eyes, and then the rest of my face there is like no foundation, like no nothing, because I just can't, it just doesn't look good. So this I've tried under the eyes and it didn't look horrible, but I like it on the face, and I really, the texture is really, really nice. And it's really, really pigmented. Can you see that? Yeah, that is some intense pigment coverage. I'm really excited to use it when it's not igloo type temperatures. So there's a swatch of medium. You guys see that? It has really, really beautiful coverage, and it looks really, really soft focus. So I'm really excited to try this. I know Tati, Glam Life Guru, did a review on this and she loved it. However, I always find like people that I really like watching, like I love watching Tati, and if you guys follow the blog Beauty Professor, they always have really great reviews, but I always find that even if they talk about their skin being dry at times, they're still in Southern California. So what they're experiencing as dry skin is not quite what I'm experiencing as dry skin. I think what they're experiencing is not dry at all. What I'm getting, like, this is like, you can't eat, like, you stay inside, you go outside, doesn't matter. Like in seconds, it's like your face becomes like this like mass of scaly, unattractive, everything looks horrible. Like you can't put more than one layer of anything on. Anyway, tangent. This awesome so far for the face. I'm really waiting to test it out for the under eyes later. Like I mentioned, I picked up another Tom Ford cream shadow in platinum, and people obsess over this shade, okay? And I'm just like, what is the big deal? And Temptalia got her new one in, and she compared it to prior releases, and she said that this one is warmer, or that she thought it looked warmer than the previous release. And I don't know, I don't have the other one. And when she said that, I was actually kind of excited, because another reason why I kind of have put off trying to really track this down, outside of the fact that it was constantly sold out every time it released, was because I was like, is it gonna be too cool for me? Because I don't really like cool shadows. But I get it now. I understand the hype. Do we see this? When you wear this, you only need this shadow on your eyes. It literally creates such a multifaceted effect. Wherever it should be shadowy, it's shadowy. Where it should be glistening and shimmery, it is. Like, it is just, can you, I mean, I know, is my camera focusing properly? Do you guys see? It can look super dark, but then it like just disappears. Like, it is a really, really beautiful shadow. So I'm so excited to finally have it at 20% off. I wanted to try out this bronzer from Erin, and Erin Lauder is she the granddaughter of Estee Lauder, and she has a whole line of cosmetics and fragrance. I really want to try some of the fragrances. They look luxe, and they look like they would smell like something I would like. So this is the Pretty Bronze Illuminating Bronzer in level 2. Look at this packaging. Is this packaging not like if I came out with a line, would it not look exactly like this? Ugh. However, okay, so this one ran about $45. You get 20% off. That's great, but you get 3 grams of product. 3 grams of product, guys. Do you understand? Typical eyeshadows are 2 grams. You're getting 3 grams of a face product here. That's ridiculous. However, I really love this bronzer. Like, it's really, really pretty. I wore it in an Instagram post. Like a very recent Instagram post, but this is what it looks like. I love this color. I don't want to say it was worth $45 because it wasn't, and I didn't pay $45 for it, but this bronze shade is beautiful. Do you see that? It's like a perfect balance of like bronze, and like you can contour slightly with it. Love this. This is an excellent, excellent color. Sorry, I like lost focus for 2 seconds. I love the Giorgio Armani Maestro Eraser concealers. I use shade 4 for the under eyes. It's quite yellow and brightening. I have 2.5 that I like to use around the face. So I really wanted to find another one for the under eyes, a shade for the under eyes that was like light, because number 4 is very yellow and it's brightening, but I wanted to find something that was lighter. So I grabbed number 3. Number 3 is extremely neutral. Especially on me. Like I have found, I always thought I was really, really warm toned, and I guess I could be, maybe I am, but over time, especially in the past few months, I have realized I can pull off a lot of neutral shades. For example, right now I have the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion in N3.5. And I had originally picked out W3 for myself, and I was wearing W3 all the time, and I really liked it. I thought it was a good match. But then L'Oreal sent over like a package of like 3 of them, and the lightest one was N3.5. Actually, all the ones they sent me were N3.5, N something else, and N something else. And I was like, I don't know, I guess when I filled out the form, I had explained to them, you know, they ask you your skin type, your hair type, and stuff like that, so they can like send you stuff based on, you know, what you are. And I thought it was odd that they sent over so many neutral shades, but N3.5 is what I'm wearing, and it's been what I've been wearing in the past week, and it's like a really beautiful match. All that to say, number 3 is really neutral, but when I put it under my eyes, it blends in like perfectly. Like, do we see how this is like kind of my skin color? Like, I wanted to do that, but let me like blend it out. Like, do you see that? It just kind of blends in. It's a really neutral shade on me. So what I find is I can use like a brightener or a corrector. I have been loving the new YSL neutralizers. I got one in apricot bisque, or it's either just apricot or bisque. I think they combine the two and then it becomes like one. Anyway, I have that on under the eyes today, and I put this on right over it, and I love it because it really kind of is my skin color. It doesn't do any brightening. I mean, if you can see, if we get really close, it's not brightening by any means. It just looks like my skin color. Oh, now the light's gonna have to readjust. Okay, just to go on the record, this is my holy grail under eye concealer. It really is. Like, I love this concealer so much. Last but not least, I picked up the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint SPF 30. My shade is Alaska. I also wear Alaska in the tinted moisturizer, so I would say the shade range offered is consistent in terms of if you already know your shade. In Nars, this will, you know, work out. I picked this up and you're like, wow, Jen picked up something that's matte. I know, right? However, if you watched Drugstore Diaries maybe 1 or 2 months ago, I picked up the L'Oreal Pro Infallible Matte Foundation, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. When I first picked it up, I started just using it in my T-zone. When I went to LA, I used it as my foundation because A, it's warmer there, B, I always photograph really shiny, like really shiny. Like, I always look, it like takes away all the dimension from my face. So I was like, let's give this a go. Because I know when I was with Andrew and we were in New York, he's like, maybe you shouldn't wear highlighter. I was like, but I love highlighter. But then he was right. Eliminating highlighter from my face made a big difference. So then this time I was like, well, I'm just gonna wear a matte foundation, and it photographs beautifully, and then it lasts all day. Sorry, I'm like trying not to have snot run down my face right now. So I picked this up. This is really nice. It's not matte in the sense that you look super matte. I would say this is definitely, when they say velvet matte, I like to say velvet because it looks, it still has like, there's still dimension to your skin, which is important. But we'll get back to you on this because I haven't fully tested it out, and I'm not going to fully test it out until this weather changes. But I wanted to pick it up. I don't know, just, you know, it was there and it was like 20% off, and I'm like, I want to try it out. Some time ago, I think I had received a different 20% off code, and I picked up the Guerlain Meteorites. I got the shade medium. You get 35 grams of, or 25 grams of product, which is like a really nice amount. If you're unfamiliar with the Guerlain Meteorites, they're these little balls. I really liked it, but because it's like winter, I added in some of the Kiko pearls. I got this it's like the same concept from Kiko, but they're like all very illuminating. So I put like a handful of those pearls into here to mix together so that I could utilize this lisp. So I could utilize this also during winter times, and it's beautiful. It has a very diffusing effect. I would say similar to the Hourglass powders, but more mattifying than the Hourglass powders. I really, really, really love the Kiko one that I got. If I can remember the name of it, or I'll put it, like put the haul that I got it in below. Beautiful. I think they were limited edition, as most Kiko products are. Beautiful. The glow is stunning. So that concludes this kind of high-end haul. I will definitely get back to you on stuff. Like if you see it, you know, in the description box, or if it's on Instagram, then you'll know, or Facebook. I've been really good about Facebook lately because I feel like I've kind of let it go. So what you'll see on Facebook is everything that's on Instagram, but Facebook will also just include sales that I find, cute stuff that I find online that I just like don't want to add to like my Instagram feed because then it'll be like too much stuff. But yeah, so that's always linked below. If you've ever gone to it and you're like, well, there ain't shit here, because there isn't. But now I think I had unlinked it from my Instagram for a while, so everything on Instagram was not showing up on there. But now it's linked back up again, and I've been posting cute stuff that I've been finding, say like at Target, or like sale promotions. Typically once the sale promotion is over, I will remove the post, just because it's just, I don't want people to go there thinking that there's, you know, I want to keep it current, guys. That's basically what I'm saying. So I hope you enjoyed this haul. It's kind of long. This is like 18-19 minutes. I'm sure it won't be that long. Okay, so I will talk to you guys really soon.